Who would I take for Man United, I think? Hold on a minute. Here's Palmer. We've got some runners here. Watkins. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Ollie Watkins, in the 90th minute, has put England into the final of the Euros. What a goal on the turn. He's had an amazing season for Aston Villa, and he's just gone and won it right at the end from a ridiculous angle. 2-1 to England. I'll have to watch this back. I don't know.
I was the same. I had to watch it back. Also, I'm not in focus. Let me just change this camera. This camera is not in focus. That's better. That's better. Listen, that was just, it was a sensational goal. And the more you watch it back, the more you watch other people's reactions, the more you realize how absolutely fantastic it really, really was. I think we were, but I was in shock as well. I was like a delayed reaction when the goal went in.
How he's managed to score that. Harry Kane's back on the pitch. Get off, you've been subbed. But what a hit. What a hit.
Palmer, great ball in. Watkins swivels and shoots. Yes, what a goal! Ollie Watkins makes England in the final, guys. It's a really great finish, guys. At the end of the game, 90 minutes. Come on, Watkins, what a finish! Great pass into him by. Oh my God! Great pass into him by Cole Palmer, and a lovely swivel and fire by Ollie Watkins gives England the lead. Come on!
The thing is, I had to watch the replay a couple of times to like get my bearings, who passed the ball to who is involved. The euphoria just takes over every single time.
The final,
Goosebumps now, even thinking about it.
Here we go.
No, we're not going to have a laugh.
Space,
Space. No, we're not going to have a laugh.
Look at Watkins.
Oh, he's in.
Ollie Watkins.
Watkins!
Shoot.
Oh, yes!
Look at McCullough. Fuming. He's fuming.
Ollie Watkins, a super sub, has scored a superb goal. What a goal from Ollie Watkins. A super sub by England. Where did that come from?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's great watching the pain, and that's what I've enjoyed the last 24 hours or so, genuinely, right? And I need to show you some of these. I've seen so many of these on Twitter. You and your team are an effing disgrace. I mean, that still shot is after the contact made on the foot. Stud showing. Dumfries himself has said that it was a foul. The player himself has said it was a foul. This was one of my favorites that was trending last night. Harry Kane is a disgusting, filthy, cheating, diving, horrible rat bag bastard. Inject it. Inject it into my veins. Listen, these same individuals are fuming that England got a penalty. They were laughing when Lampard's goal crossed the line in 2010. They would have laughed in 2004 when Sol Campbell's goal was rightfully disallowed. They'd have right back to the 80s if some of these kids were even alive, when we should have had a Stonewall penalty against the Dutch. And ironically, Ronald Koeman should have been sent off. Everybody forgets. Everybody still celebrates. Scottish fans still sing and celebrate about Maradona handballing it against us. Ah, it's beautiful. It is a thing of beauty. Sick to my effing bone. England in another final. Spain are in the final. Hope. And I honestly have such a bad feeling for Sunday. I cannot effing believe it. Listen, Manpreet, this is what happens. Not so much when you write England off, but I know what's going to make it worse for you. You'd have said not getting out the group, not getting past the Swiss, not getting past the Dutch. Instead of just living in the reality of the moment, my friend, I hope you find peace very soon. This is a brilliant one as well. It says, let England get the final. I don't know what that means. Let them think football's coming home. For them to be absolutely pumped and embarrassed beyond belief. I want to see dreams shattered. Something sobbing and adults depressed for weeks. I want to see pain. I mean, I'm dyslexic. The spelling is awful. But this individual just wants to see pain. Oh, it is hurting them that England are in the final. Then my guy's back again here, saying Ali McCoy is the definition of a subservient bootlicker who lives his life on his knees and lets the monarchy take the piss out of him whilst waving a token Scottish flag. He's a professional pundit whose job it is to be neutral. And that is why he is regarded, whether he's doing Champions League, international, Premier League football, it's why he's regarded as one of the best, because he's neutral and he doesn't allow his bias, a bias agenda to seep in. Equally, he doesn't hold any hatred. You, my friend, need to touch grass. You need a hug. You need someone to come and love you, brother, because you are not well. And this one was also great. This man here listed England's run to semi-finals and finals in all the tournaments under Southgate. First of all, what's really crazy about it is that one, you're discounting the fact that other big nations got knocked out by some of these teams. It's a weird thing we do in football where you play the smaller nations, but at some of these tournaments of smaller nations, like this one, we all know that Switzerland, as an example, have been, until England knocked them out, one of the best teams at this tournament. They were predicted by everyone who hates England to beat us because they were better. The same people said the Dutch would beat us. The same people said, don't write Serbia off. They will beat you. When you go back to the last Euros, it's also a lie. We didn't play every game at Wembley. When we beat the Ukraine 4-0, I think we played in Rome. But again, the Dutch, everyone said would beat us. The Germans, everybody said would beat us. Let's not lie about what we said before the game. Let's not change the context of those tournaments. It's a beautiful thing to see. It really, really is.
John Stones.
Are we a bit confused by this Watkins sub? I really would have preferred Tony. I don't know why.
Listen, I have seen this clip already. It's not a dig at the boys here. Not a dig at the Toon review. We have all done this. And I want you to be honest in the comment sections. Excuse me, I've had such a bad cold the last few days. How many of you have done what these boys do now?
Watkins is on. I don't think, is he that much faster than Ivan Toney? I don't think he is.
I don't think he's as strong as Ivan Toney for a start.
He's not as clever as him either.
Rice's ball was awful there, but it's managed to find its way to Palmer. Palmer in for Watkins. Can he shut us up? Watkins scores! Yes, he can! That's right on the pitch! Come on, England have won it in the 90th minute!
And do you know what I love? Right, I'm going to say this. I'm not trying to gateway or police fans. But what you've just seen there is what I call somebody that loves their nation. You see this with clubs as well. Their agenda, which was Tony should have come on, was irrelevant to them when Watkins delivered. Because what they actually just want is England to win, as opposed to wanting to be right. And I love seeing that, because that's kind of how I feel most football fans should react when something they didn't agree with still goes their way. I thought it was a beautiful clip, and it represents what I think real football fandom is all about. Now, I was sent this one. I didn't know Faud supported the Netherlands. I didn't know he was from the Netherlands or, family. I don't know. Didn't know this. But it doesn't make it any less beautiful. Take a little look here on my guy, Faud.
Oh my God, no. No, do not let him use his body. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking days. Bro, I cannot believe this shit. 90th minute.
Yes, brother. The 90th minute. It is, I'm not going to lie, it's the best time to win a game. It is the best time to win a game. And the thing is, they did it to, who did they knock out? No, I'm actually thinking the Spanish. I'm thinking the Spanish. Anyway, let's move on. Why? I don't edit these videos, by the way. What's the point?
You know what he wants to do? He wants to fucking shield. Same shit he does in the Premier League week in, week out.
This is a head loss, brother. This is beautiful. I don't think it's quite sunk in yet.
This is the most undeserved fucking win ever.
Ah!
Fuck off.
Undeserved. Listen, I will say this. Listen, I've got a lot of time for Faud, really good guy. To say it's undeserved, in this game in isolation, it wasn't undeserved by England. It just wasn't. I'm not having that. I've been very critical of England in the last 18 months, and I still feel justified in a lot of what I've said. But England deserved to win last night. We deserve to win last night. To say it's undeserved is just bitterness, and I get it. The pain's real.
How did that first pass even fucking make through?
because Cobby saw that it was a poor pass, but reacted. That's why Cobby Mainu, aka Special K.
Oh my fucking day.
Was that his phone or the remote? Brilliant.
Oh my God!
To everyone who has tuned in, I want to say a big thank you to each and every single one of you. Make sure like buttons are hit. Make sure you are subscribing. We're back later today with more content for you. We'll see you all again soon. Peace.